Bonjour, hola, guten Tag. Thank you so much for watching our Loom video from MFL to see why you should pick a language for a GCSE option next year. It's a question we get asked quite a lot because obviously, a lot of the world do speak English, but there are lots of other languages out there, lots of different places where English isn't spoken. And we think having a language at GCSE is super important, as well as being a skill for life. Obviously, as you know, we teach French, German, and Spanish. We work very hard in the MFL department to make sure that our students achieve the very best that they can achieve in GCSE and hopefully enjoy learning it as well. When we think about why you should learn a GCSE language, one of the things that might be is that you actually just enjoy learning languages, or it might be that you're thinking you like to travel or work abroad. We know, and we'll talk about it a little bit later in this presentation, that language skills are super important for companies and other organisations. It's also part of the EBAC, and it is highly regarded by colleges and universities when you're applying there in a few years' time. Our Year 12 and Year 13 students will tell you now when they talk about learning a language that it's a lot of fun. You find out a lot about the world, about different people, different cultures. Obviously, it makes you more employable, but it's about the actual language itself. It's something that gives you a lot of confidence. It's also obviously very, very good for your holidays where you can show off and do the ordering in the restaurant and the hotels. It's something that the government is recognising as being very valuable for our economy actually in the country. So it brings economic benefits. The more languages that we have, the more we can trade with other countries in their language, the more beneficial it is. So for you, where could languages take you in terms of jobs? It makes you very employable. We know that people who have a language do earn more, generally speaking, in a lot of big businesses and companies than people who don't. The bonus, I think, being the German is the one where it gets the most money. And it does give you the edge in a job market. We hear lots and lots of stories of people who are given extra opportunities just because they've got that ability to speak a small amount of German or French or Spanish. Quite apart from the language itself, the skills that you learn in a language classroom are ones which make you employable. It's the social skills, the ability to talk, the ability to work with people, and building up that confidence in doing that. Hopefully also building up a degree of open-mindedness and flexibility. These are all skills that employers look for and will make you stand out from the crowd when you're going for work in the future. You have already started your GCSE journey, in fact. If you look at the little topics that we've got here on the screen, the 3 different squares here, you've already started that one. You've done free time, you've done customs and festivals, you've done a little bit about family. So those are the themes that we learn at GCSE, which you've already started. Going on in the next couple of years, you learn all a little about the area that you live in, about holidays, about travel and tourism, global issues, social issues. We talk a lot about school and what your future plans might be. Quite interesting themes, actually. The assessment, like any other assessment, is at the end of Year 11, and the writing, listening and reading take place in examples. The speaking you do with your teacher. We record it and we send it off to the examiner to moderate it. And that normally happens at Easter time in Year 11. We assess all 4 skills in listening, reading, writing and speaking, which is exactly the same as you have been doing. So that is our course in a nutshell. And that's the reason why we think that we would like you to do a language. We do think that most people should learn another language. It's something we really encourage. And if you have any questions at all, can you please come and talk to us about it in the MFL department? We are always really excited to start teaching our New Year 10 groups. And if you've got any queries at all, please just pop in and see us. Thank you so much for listening to the presentation and hopefully talk to you all soon.